You are listening to episode 60 of the Peaceful Mind Podcast. Welcome to the Peaceful Mind Podcast, a place for creating the peace of mind you need to be the best mom you are created by God to be. If you want to bring more balance, more joy, and more peace to your motherhood, this is the place for you. I'm your host, certified life coach and Catholic mom, Danielle Tino. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, let's get started. Hey, beautiful listeners, welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here. I hope your September went smashingly, and I'm excited for October. It's my birthday month, so I always look forward to that. Do any of you just like me? And if it's like your birthday month, you kind of like, instead of just having it be all around your birthday, you're just like, no, it's all about me all month. Yeah, that's what I like to do. So that's always fun and exciting. We are taking a trip to go look at a few more colleges. As some of you know, I have twin girls and they are seniors this year, so we are college shopping. And I think we're going to even just get closer and closer to knowing where they might go by the end of the year, which is really exciting on one hand. And on the other hand, it's another subject I've been coaching a lot of moms around when their children leave the nest, and that will be me next year. It won't be all of them. We'll have one at home. But anyways, let's dive into today's topic, which I am so excited about. Well, I'm always excited about all the topics, but I don't know if you will be. And the reason why is because it sounds lovely that we are going to be talking about the pathway, like how to get to, and possibilities, just what is possible for your life. So how to get to all the wonderful things that you don't have right now, but you really think like are possible for me. Or maybe right now it's something that feels impossible. But anyways, I was out of town this past month. I was able to coach in person for a week in another coach's membership program, and just being in front of about 100 moms, and there were a handful of dads. There was a few of them, but it was so great to be able to talk to them in person. But there was kind of like this underlining theme whenever we were talking about what's not happening in your life and what you want to happen and what you're, thinking that you want to go down the path to. There was an overall theme of what was keeping them from going for it, from finding out if it is actually possible for you. And this is where I am excited for you to know, but on the other end, when you first hear this news, it may not be the best news ever. And that is, you will feel uncomfortable if you don't go for it. You will feel uncomfortable if you don't try. If you don't take steps towards what right now might be this little seed placed in your heart, and it'll be left. You'll be feeling unfulfilled, right? You'll be always wondering, what am I capable of? And then there's actually achieving all that you want in your life. There is like some pretty big dreams, and actually some little ones, but not even that little, because to want your house totally organized from top to bottom, or wanting to help put on like this really amazing show for your kids' school, I don't know. Like those things are big too, even though some people might place them as little, as opposed to, taking all of my family on a giant vacation, or building a business that helps 1 million people, or finally writing that book, whatever it is and I want you to know that all of the daily, what we would call mundane things, or just like I said before, smaller goals, those count too. So the possibility of achieving that is, guess what? Uncomfortable. That's right. Because in order to get there, in order to have the book written, in order to have the house organized from top to bottom, or to have that business that's helping millions of people, or to have seen the curtain come down and finished on that, I don't know, high school play that you help out in, you will have to be uncomfortable at times, a lot of the time. On that pathway, taking the steps, you are going to feel scared. You're going to feel tired. You're going to feel doubt. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel frenzied. You're going to feel like a failure. You're going to feel nervous. You're going to feel embarrassed. Do you get my drift? That's right. Actually, those feelings are the path. That's the pathway to your possibilities. And then if you don't take steps on that path, then you're also going to feel uncomfortable feelings. That's where you're going to have the unfulfilled feeling and maybe some sadness, and then also some disappointment sprinkled in there. So yeah, knowing that the pathway to your possibilities is being uncomfortable, that's the bad news that you might not want to hear. But the good news is that it's only feelings, and you can feel those feelings. And on the other end of taking the pathway of uncomfortable feelings is exactly what it is that you want to have and experience. You want to have that book. You want to have that total organized, clean house. You want to have been a part of putting on an amazing show. You want to have helped 1 million people. And you will have that on the other side. And then if you choose the first part, if you choose to not take steps towards it, and you choose to just be uncomfortable, you will then also have results. But they won't be the ones that you want. They will have resulted in those goals, in the having of the item or experience. There was, during the Olympics, an advertisement, and I'm not positive who to give credit to. It was on one of the commercials, and maybe it was along the lines of, probably like an athletic company. But this is what the tagline said. It said, "You don't have to be amazing to start, but you have to start to be amazing." And I know that I wrote it down immediately because it goes along a lot with when I help coach moms on reaching and achieving their goals. Or I help them change what they don't have right now and help them have what they want in the future. And that's exactly what I try and help you see, is that you don't have everything all lined up ahead of time and know exactly how it's going to be before you actually take action. Or if you're believing I have to be good at it first, or I have a whole bunch more I need to learn before I even take any step forward, because you're believing that if you aren't good at it, then you might as well not even start. But what I want to offer you, which has to do the same thing with that commercial tagline, is that we won't know. We won't know what's possible for you. We won't know what you're capable of until you actually take some sort of action, until you at least make one movement forward, until you just start. And then you take another one and another one. And that's how we get to know if you're going to reach your goal and be amazing. You just don't have to be amazing to start, but you have to start to be amazing. And that together with knowing that the only thing that is holding you back from doing the scary thing is your mind. It's telling you to just keep things as is. Just the way that I teach, that the brain has a part in it, that we call the motivational triad, that is making you want to seek pleasure and to be energy efficient and to avoid pain. And so, yeah, it's trying to keep you from having to feel uncomfortable, from feeling fear and vulnerability and embarrassment and nervousness and exhaustion. But you aren't going to feel great either if you don't even try. So the pathway to your possibilities of what's possible for you it's demonstrated in this example that was actually came up while I was away a couple weeks ago, coaching in person, like I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, that there was this example of how you picture yourself in a house and then picture you in one room and that room is all dark. And then there's a hallway that connects to another room. And in that room, a celebration is going on. And so picture the dark room is where you are now when you don't know how to do the thing or if you'll be able to do the thing. Or it just feels like it's dark because it feels like terrible. You feel like uncertain and weary. And then there's only one way out of that room in order to get into the celebration room. And that is a straight line hallway. And that hallway is named uncomfortable negative emotion. So in order to go from the dark, in order to get to the party room, you have to take one step into the hallway of uncomfortable feelings. And then if you take another step, you'll realize, okay, like that wasn't so bad. It was just a feeling that was caused by myself and my mind and my thoughts. And it created this vibration in my body that kind of was uncomfortable. I had a rapid heartbeat and my chest was constricted and my face got really hot. And my body was really heavy. And then you take another step. And then another and another. And I will tell you that there along this pathway to your possibilities and to your dreams and to the goals that you have, it is definitely just like not all terrible. Like you will have wins in there. You will start to open yourself to beliefs like, hey, maybe I can do this. You will have people that say yes to you, and you will have that chapter written or just the kitchen and its counter and cabinets all cleaned out. And you will have bouts of joy and excitement, and you're proud, and you will have bouts of relief. But there will be 50% and a lot of the negative too. And so I just want you to know that that hallway to go from the dark room to the party room, and that party room is the room where you have achieved it, like where you arrive, where you've done it, where you're experiencing it. And getting there will be uncomfortable. The hallway, the pathway to the party room, which I think is what's all possible for you in your life, it is worth it. So, if you want to figure out how to override and tap into the part of your brain and mindset that allows you to step into being uncomfortable so that you can have the amazing goals that you want right now, this is what coaching helps you do. It helps you find out what those roadblocks are that are keeping you stuck and keeping you from moving. And it's not as difficult as you think it to be. And I would love to help you with this. It's different than anything you've tried before. It's more simple than anything you've ever tried before. But like anything else that is worth it, it will be uncomfortable and it will be amazing too. You just have to start. You don't have to be amazing to start, but you will have to start to be amazing. That's what I have for you today. Don't forget, if you have a moment, I'd appreciate if you would rate or review the podcast. It helps so much for others out there just like you to help find the Peaceful Mind podcast. I hope you have the most beautiful week, and I will talk to you again soon. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Peaceful Mind podcast. Are you ready to take everything I teach you here and put it to work for your own life? To really learn how to have peace of mind no matter what is happening around you? If so, I'd love to have you as a client. As your coach, this is where you'll get personal and focused time on your own mind using life coaching tools, concepts, and proven life-transforming wisdom, all through a faith-filled lens. To learn more about how we can work together, come on over to danielleteenel.com. There, you'll see how to sign up for a free coaching consult and learn how to get started. Until next time, peace be with you always.